What up? This is Robert Horry.
Or three-pointer. Buries it!
You might know me as Big Shot Bob.
To Horry for three. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the charts.
What's going on, Big Shot Bob?
Robert Horry from downtown.
Oh, there's a hell of a lot going on, Big Shot Bob. Oh, my goodness. Let's call this episode 236 of the Big Shot Bob podcast, screaming in on 250. That's B-Dog Brandon Harper. I'm Rob Jenners. That is 7-time NBA champion, Robert Horry. How are you, buddy?
Man, I'm good. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Yes.
Have you been working lately? I haven't been paying a whole lot of attention to the Spectrum broadcast.
I worked twice last week, and that was enough for me.
And that was dude, sign me up for the Robert Horry life. I worked twice last week. That was enough for me.
Yeah.
Oh, dog, sign me up.
I work tomorrow. I got the game tomorrow, so yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Did you work the loss to the Hawks? I'm sure.
No.
Okay. All right,
B-Dog was texting like, man, they getting their asses whooped.
Yeah, everybody was like, man, with everybody out for Atlanta, like I think it was who was out, man? Was
Jalen Johnson was out. Trey was out.
Porzingis was out, and everybody was like, free win for the Lakers, and they got cooked. I was like, dog, man, they got cooked.
Hey,
lost by 20 points.
I tell people all the time, sometimes you don't realize so many basketball players were number 1, number 2, number 3 picks, the best player on the high school team, best player on the college team. And then all of a sudden you get these players on the team that come in and they don't know how to play with other people, and they the primary ball handler. They take all these shots and they mess up the flow of a team a lot of time. And now you get the guys who practice good all the time. And I guarantee you, those guys that whoop the Lakers be whipping the first team in practice because they move the ball, they play together, they know they have to do it collectively to win. And that's what it looked like to me. It's like they were whooping their ass because they did it collectively.
Yep. That's really what it was.
And you're 100% right, too, with the guys that are not your main guys for the sake of argument there. They're realized that they have to kind of make up whatever they have or don't have, I should say, in either skill or just, physical prowess. Wherever you're short, you got to make it up in teamwork. You got to make it up in team basketball. And those guys, sometimes you get those bench dudes. You're right, Robin. They just come in, man. They move that ball around. They know what they're looking for. They know how to get points, and they did it to you, man. They got you. And
they're really smart too because they know how to manipulate the stars. And plus, they're all really good defenders too. When you look at this Hawks team, they're good defenders. They're tall and athletic, and that can muck up a lot of stuff on the offensive end for another team.
And what you got to take into consideration also is that the Hawks were, they were already pretty much left for dead by most of the people that were in there. And there's a level of house money that they really played with, and they really just out-hustled the Lakers. I can't tell you how many times the Lakers, when it came to second chance opportunities, the Lakers just weren't moving their feet. There were a couple of times that Hawks stole the ball back-to-back possessions because either DeAndre Ayton got in Luka's way, which forced a steal, and then Luka looking at DeAndre like, bro, get out the way, and the Hawks are hustling up and down the floor. Lakers just looked like they didn't know what basketball was that night. And kudos to the Hawks. I'm proud of them. I really am. But I think that was a really bad showing, for the Lakers, especially when you have so many, key pieces for the Hawks out. It was just real bad basketball.
All right, well, we have some breaking news unrelated to the Hawks and the Lakers.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Mavericks have officially fired Nico Harrison. The Mavericks are firing him 9 months after the Doncic trade, and they've been on a slide. They've been in a bad spot. Apparently, the Mavericks and Patrick Dumont, who I guess is your owner now, have a 10:30 a.m. Central meeting appointment with Michael Finley, Matt Riccardi to lead basketball operations in the interim, and just a lot of changes happening right now in Dallas because Dallas is a mess, man. What are they, 3-8? I think
something like that.
Yeah, they're 3-8, I believe, coming in here. And the story on the sheet this morning was going to be, will they fire Nico Harrison? And literally before we got on here, it started popping up. Shams is reporting that they're going to go ahead and do it this morning, and it looks like it's now done. So the Mavericks fire Nico Harrison. Are we at all surprised by this?
No, not really.
I'm surprised, just for the simple fact that I don't think Nico traded Luka because he wanted to trade Luka. I think at the end of the day, he was forced to trade Luka because, hey, we need to get rid of him because I'm not going to pay somebody $365 million or whatever it was, and I don't think that was all him, you know. And then I think the pieces he picked up is like, okay, we got these pieces and they just aren't working out. You know, they all look, you know, you think about what D'Angelo Russell, you know, you thought he would be a good addition. He's not. You think Cooper Flag would have started out hot. He's starting out good. And I think what they messed up is they had 3 bigs. They should have used one of those bigs to get something else. I don't know what, another point guard after, you know, a better point guard. You know, you could have used one of those bigs to go out and get a man up in Portland, Holiday. And so there's a lot of things they could have did. And at the end of the day, you still can't blame Nico because once you put those players on the floor, they got to be put in the right position to be successful. And I don't think Cade put those guys in the right place to be successful. I don't think at all Cooper Flag should be a point guard. I think he should be a point forward. If he gets the ball, you can go, but not be the primary ball handler. There's a lot of things that I think when I watch this Dallas Mavericks team play, I'm like, that don't go. You know,
it doesn't fit. Yeah.
That just don't look right.
Well, hey, look, man, you're not the only one who believes that, by the way, because we got Dirk, who is, I mean, as far as Mavericks go, I mean, he's Dallas royalty in the sake of the Mavericks, saying
he's top of the food chain.
saying the same damn thing on the Prime Show.
Yeah, I feel bad for my Mavs fans. This has been a disastrous start. Obviously, there's a hole at point guard and playmaking position. We knew that hole wasn't filled this summer. They can't shoot. They can't make plays. It's all kind of going side to side, east and west handoffs. It's just nobody can make shots. It's been tough to watch.
Yeah, so, I mean, when you almost echoed word for word what you just said.
Yeah, and I didn't hear that.
I know you didn't. That's why I wanted to play it for you, because it's like when you've got guys like you and guys like Dirk, who is embedded in that culture there, saying the same thing. I mean, you're right. Like, how much of that, and I guess my question is, how much of that can you put on Nico? Now, I get it. You made a huge move. It rattled the whole fan base. I get it. But should he have known Anthony Davis was going to be hurt? Because sure enough, Anthony Davis is hurt. You know, he gets 5 games out of AD, and now there's no timetable for his return. Is Kidd putting those guys in the right position? I guess how much of that really falls on Nico? Now, yeah, you should have addressed some stuff. Like you just said, like Dirk just said. There are issues there that needed to be addressed on a GM side, but I think the way that he kind of made this move and pushed his chips in on Anthony Davis being kind of the core anchor of this team, knowing that Anthony Davis is prone to injury, I think just kind of blew up in his face. Yeah,
you look at this team and you think about, and then you got like I know I love this guy to death, Klay Thompson, but when you watch Klay Thompson,
he's not been good. He's not been good.
I just feel so bad for him, man, because you think about where he was when he was with Golden State Warriors, then the injuries just put him in this position where he just looks like he hurts, man. Like when he run, he just looked like he hurts, you know. And then you think about, you know, all these other guys. Kyrie's not back. You think about you have Lively who can't score unless it's allowed. You can't have what's the other big's name?
Gafford,
who can't score unless it's allowed. And this team these are not guys who throw lobs to players. You know, maybe Cooper Flag can turn to that. And you got, you know, it's just this team is just not good, man. If you look at it, it's like you think and this team could only be good if they had AD. And then when they had AD, everybody wants to make AD a 3-point shooter. That's not who he is. I don't care how much you want to put him out there. That's not who he is. When he was talking about being an all-star, he get all his points where in the paint, in the bucket. Yeah, you shoot a 3 every now and then. But these coaches out there, all these dumbass guard coaches, every coach that's a guard are dumb. They make everybody think they got to shoot 3s. That's not how the fucking game is played. It's about getting buckets. And every time I look at it, he needs to shoot about 5 or 6 threes. If you can't shoot them, why shoot them? That's the stupidest thing to say.
Yeah, and that's some of the same stuff that we heard when he was here in where he was in LA. How even with what's the coach? What's his name?
Ham.
Yeah, Darvin Ham. Darvin wanted him. How many did he say he wanted him to attempt? What, 6 of them?
Yes.
Did he really put that number up there?
Yeah, it was like
I don't
6 to
remember
7,
that.
something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least AD told him that. AD said that Darvin Ham wanted him, to put up at least, I think, either 6 to 7 threes a game attempts. Yeah. So, look, different jersey, different city, same issues.
Add Vogel to that too. He wanted him to shoot.
Oh, Frank Vogel too. Yeah. So different jersey, different city, same situation with AD. In Dallas, it's just going through what LA had to go through for, quite some time. And I'm pretty sure that ownership for Dallas, obviously with them firing Nico, they felt as though this trade was a mistake. They definitely thought this trade was a mistake.
Well, if Rob's right and they kind of pushed this trade down on him, then how can you hold him accountable for something that y'all wanted to do?
Well, because ownership ain't gonna fire themselves. What owner has ever said, you know what? I made a bad decision. You know what? I'm going to sell the team. I'm gonna fire myself. Ain't no owner ever did that.
No, but I mean, making somebody else the fall guy for something that's
what they hire people for.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You're hired to be.
I guess that's true. You're right.
I
guess you're right. I'm sitting here arguing for Nico here. I don't know why.
I'm arguing for Nico because he was set up for failure. And then he's too nice of a guy. When everybody wants to talk to him and do an interview, he would not say, "Hey, I was forced to trade Luka. I didn't want to." Because think about it. You
got to bust your boss in the media. It's not going to work.
You can't because that's going to hurt you down the line. And for me, you always go back and look at his body language when he every time he has to talk about it, he looked like his fucking dog got ran over. He just looks sad about it. So that lets you know that he didn't want to do that it was done from above his pay grade. You know what I mean? So
like his
I know
dog
people
got run over.
Yeah, people always gonna blame Nico for. Do not blame Nico. You can only do what your boss allows you to do and tell you what to do. So wow. All these Dallas fans who are hating on Nico, stop it, man. Because at the end of the day, GMs have to run stuff by the owner. And if the owner says yes or no, that's what you do. So it's not like he just did it on his own.
I got news for you, though. Mm-hmm. All the Dallas fans who were chanting "Fire Nico" last night, you got what you wanted. Mm-hmm. What's going to change?
Not a damn thing.
You know what I mean? Like, now what are you going to chant? Mm-hmm. Because you got the guy out the building, and that's fine. If you want to hold him accountable for what went down, that's fine. He's the fall guy. Like Harp said, they hire people to take the fall. He took the fall. Now who are you going to chant to? You going to start chanting to the new ownership group? Because I promise you, if Mark Cuban was still the owner of that team, Luka Doncic is still in Dallas. The
only thing that you hope for with this Dallas team is that the only thing you can really hold on to is getting guys healthy, getting Kyrie back, getting AD back, getting the fold together, and hope that is the thing that solves whatever problem you have on the floor. That's the only thing you can hope for. Yeah, because the fan base right now is not on their side. And at 3-8 with the struggles that they're having, dude, this could go south for the Mavericks very quickly. If they don't find a way to right this ship and Jason Kidd doesn't find a way to right this ship quickly, who knows, man? He may be the next fall guy. But I always said this. Didn't he just sign like an extension or some shit last year? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, but like, how long are they going to let them know who's the next guy to go down? You know what I mean? Who's the next guy on the chopping block? Here's my thing, and God forbid we talk about fairness after everything that they've done. But I say part of me feels as though they don't fire him until he has everybody in the fold healthy to see what this team can actually look like. Because what I think you do somebody like J. Kidd a disservice. Like you said, just got him an extension. He don't even have his full arsenal. And you're going to fire him? No. I don't. I'm just saying. I think that, and I think you're right. I think so. Look, you want what you want. If you're a Mavericks fan, you wanted Nico out. You got Nico out. Now you have to just kind of grin and bear it to the All-Star break and just see what happens. Because if you do get Kyrie back sometime after the All-Star break, maybe pre-playoffs, I don't know what the timeline is for Anthony Davis right now. I know there's really no set timeline for him. I don't know when they're going to see him again. So you just as a Mavericks fan are going to have to ride this thing out. And they've got some cash now where they can go, well, a lot of this was Nico. We already fired Nico. We're doing our best to right the ship now that Nico's gone. So they're going to ride that wave for a little while. But yeah, you're right. I think once all the pieces are back, Harp, if they still can't find a way to win, well, then the conversation may shift. I think this is also character development for Cooper Flagg. Oh, big time. Because I think he even said in his press conference, like he's never had this many losses in his, and most guys haven't who've been successful.
I didn't do that until I got to fucking Phoenix.
Right.
So when Trevor Lawrence was undefeated until he got drafted by the Jaguars. Now he can't buy a win, you know?
So when he said that in the press conference, I'm thinking to myself, dog, everybody was the man in high school.
Exactly.
A lot of y'all would have meant what the guys were the number one in college, and you didn't do that much losing. So I mean, yeah, okay, that's the NBA, bro. You back at the bottom,
right? But you know, he's in that stage of his life where he doesn't understand losing. He doesn't.
You better get used to it.
Hey,
you're gonna lose some more games. Trust me.
And being in Dallas now, you're gonna lose a fucking lot because you in the West, big brother.
And you're gonna. And by the way, you're gonna hear it too. You're gonna hear it. It's not like you're gonna lose some games and it's like, all right, on to the next one. You're gonna hear it. So turmoil in Dallas continues now. So they go on the hunt now for a new GM, and we'll see what the hell Dallas decides to do and if they can put it back together. Let's go to the other side of the spectrum and teams that are on the up. Because even though he had an outing for the record books last night, Cade Cunningham and the Pistons have looked really strong. Even though last night he went, what was his line? Like 14 for 45 from the field.
For like 42 points?
For 40, he scored 40. He scored 46. It's the second lowest field goal percentage in a game with more than 45 points in NBA history.
How many times did he go to the line?
Oh, I don't know how many times he shot a free throw.
Because
question. He was 2 for 11 from 3.
Man, he went to the line.
Had to be a bunch.
He was 16 for 18.
I was going to say, because he's only got about like 30 points from the field. He took 45 shots. Or
Man,
if you count the threes, he took 56 shots.
Hey, you remember, how, I don't know if y'all Shaq ever told y'all about this right here. This is when Kobe was taking too many shots.
Oh, yeah.
You would look down the bench and do this right here. Like a video game, control that shit. There's no fucking way you'd shot that many damn times and kept missing. If I played with you, I'm like, dude, hold on. You might be the star of this team, but hold on, dude.
Tonight ain't your night.
God damn.
Tonight ain't your night, man. You're hucking brick after brick. Dude.
You'd have thought this is his last game and he retired.
Exactly.
He might need to after that performance. But I mean,
45 shots, man. You know how many shots that is?
That's from the field. And he took 11 3-pointers. He threw 56 shots up.
Hey, I would love to know how many of those think about it. He shot 18 free throws, so that's 9 times he got fouled. I would like to know how many times, that's not, think about it. That's 9 more shots he took added to that 45.
Yep. That's true. Yeah, no, he just kept going. Now, to his credit, though, his second halves in the last few weeks have been bananas. He had 24 points in the second half versus the Sixers, 20 against the Nets, 28 against the Jazz, 23 against the Grizzlies. So he's been really the catalyst for that Detroit team. They've been riding him and letting him do his thing, but last night showed you can only go so far with that.
Here's the biggest thing about those shots. It happened against the second worst team.
Oh, yeah.
I can understand if that was against one of the top teams. It was against the lowly Washington Wizards. And you had to go in overtime to beat them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was a bad night. It was a bad night. It was a bad night
because you shoot too damn much.
But
pass the rock.
In context, you take one night as an outlier compared to some of the other nights he's had. I'm surprised when we did the MVP ladder last week that he wasn't in that conversation.
That's why.
Yeah, I mean it's and I guess it's stuff like this, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? These kinds of nights are gonna hit you.
Where's that meme now with the kid?
The one, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The kid with the Popeyes cup.
When I was like, oh, you shot 45 shot? What you talking about?
Hell you talking about? Shot 45 from the field. It was a wild night around the league, though. Holy crap.
Yeah.
The Desmond Bane game winner. Did you see that for the Magic?
I didn't see that. I just
if you got 2 seconds, look it up, because Desmond Bane, with like 4 seconds left on the clock or something, they get the inbound to him, and he's way behind the line, and he's got like 2 guys in his face, and he hucks up a 3, falling out of bounds with 2 guys right on him, and drains it and wins the game for the Magic. It was pretty cool. I mean, one of those shots that you're like, how did that go in? Like, how did that fall? It was almost like the Donovan Mitchell shot that took them to overtime. That was another wild finish last night. I guess that was against the Bulls. Mm-hmm. Yeah, where Donovan Mitchell, same thing. He grabs a shot falling out of bounds from the baseline, hucks one up, ties the game, sends it to overtime. Or no, I'm sorry, that was in overtime. That was to tie it in overtime, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but then they came back down.
Yeah, and
didn't
then
somebody else hit a game winner?
Yeah, there was the lob. Damn it, I wrote it down. Who was it? Because I forgot who it was. Wiggins. They had 0.4 seconds left on the clock. Somehow Wiggins gets open, cuts to the basket, and they lob it up to him, and he just like pop taps it right in.
Yeah,
game winner. Which I didn't even realize you could pull off a play like that with less than a second on the clock. But they did it, and they won the game in overtime.
So, that was a perfect pass, man.
Dude, that was, I don't know how you let him get that wide open head into the basket. Like, not a single person under the basket at all. Nobody in the paint. He just ran straight up, and if the lob is clean, the game's over. And it was. So,
who threw the inbound pass, though? That you got to get him a lot of credit.
I don't know who threw that. That's a good question.
You got to be on the money with that shit.
But that was a hell of a good pass. And then I feel like we talk about it every week, but Wembanyama again hits the three, rolls down the floor, blocks the shot, gets the ball back, and then hits the three that ties the game for the Spurs. It just boggles my mind, the stuff he continues to do. He's just on both sides of the floor, and when he pulls up for a three, he's so damn tall. Nobody can even get a hand in his face.
Well, it's like a different level.
Or somebody that was on him last night couldn't even get close.
Yeah. Well, it's like KD to another level. You remember how they say when KD elevates, he's already 7 feet tall. So when he elevates, you can't really block his shot. What's the same thing with Wemby? I keep telling y'all, the man ain't even reached the top of the mountain yet.
Oh no! But he's
hold on. Just stop it, because he had 2 games where he was like.
Yeah, he did.
Came back down to reality because people,
what?
It's like, we always have these rules. We had the Jordan rules, we had the AI rules, and we're going to find the Wemby rules. And if you watch how the Lakers played him and whoever it was before the Lakers, they played him the right way, where they took a really strong 3-4 guy and just bodied him the whole time, because he's too thin to get, to get bodied throughout the game, because he's just going to tire out. And for me, that's the way you play him. And everybody's been like, oh, what do? We let him roam free. No, you don't. You make him feel you the whole game. You just beat him up, because he's so frail that shit, by the time the fourth quarter roll around, be like, damn. But also, it goes to the coach got smarter too. It's like, okay, you want to body me? I'm not going to put him on the perimeter. And you got to go to him and shake him like, listen to me. Don't go on the perimeter. Go in the post. And like when he scores a lot of points like that, take him in the post, because can't nobody fucking block your turnaround jump shot.
No.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. But you got to have someone that's just going to, not afraid to beat him up.
I would like to see him, and I know we've talked about this before, and everybody's body is different, but I would really like to see him put on a little more weight, a little more muscle.
It's going to be hard, dog.
I know, but we saw, and I understand, like I said, I understand everybody's body type is different, but Giannis was skinny as hell when he came into the league too.
That's a different dude, though.
Yeah, he's built different. Giannis built a little bit different. Now, Wemby's put on a little bit of muscle. He looks a little bigger and stronger than
I want him to stay in the weight room and continue to eat a little more.
Yeah, before you were born, they used to say the same thing about KD. And KD's still the same damn size.
Yeah.
He ain't changed much at all, man.
Well, KD ain't never seen the inside of a weight room.
No.
So, I mean,
Slim Reaper, come on now.
Yeah, I think it was him that said he didn't lift the weights because they were too heavy. That was him that said that. Not too long ago, somebody said that.
I've seen you guys do that shit because stuff looks heavy, man. I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. I'm with them.
Like, bro, come on, dog.
I'll give the Spurs a little bit of a, so whatever obviously we talked about how you have to adapt to Wembanyama. Now you got the Aaron Fox back in the lineup. Mm-hmm. And, I feel like just like that, the Spurs were kind of figuring some stuff out. But now you got him back in the lineup. And I wanted to play this because I thought this was awesome. This was him after the other night, helping them get a fourth quarter win.
In the fourth quarter, I told Vic, they brought me here to help you be able to close games. Obviously, teams are going to guard him in a special way. So for us, it opens everybody else up. And for me, if I'm able to play one-on-one like that, I like my odds majority of the time.
I think it's a perfect response from him. You know what I mean? Like, look, my job's to try and alleviate some of that stuff. I mean, you just talked about it, all the stuff they're going to throw at him. So now it's like, okay, what do we put around him to help pull some of that off of him? And well, now you got to account for De'Aaron Fox, who has quickly made his presence felt again in that San Antonio lineup. So
he is. I mean, they put the right amount of guards around him because they're all playing well, and Dylan Harper is the future of that. And he's, he gets his few touches every now and then because you got 3 other guards there that get a lot of run. They're building the team that they need to build around him. And those guards are playing really, really well, making people pay on the perimeter because they know what everybody's game plan is. We're going to do whatever we can to take away Wemby. Okay, cool. But what about all those guards that you got out there that are playing really, really, really well? So it's a picky, and this is why they're 8-3, 9-3, or something like that.
Yeah, I think
to
they're
start
8-3.
off.
Yeah.
8-2.
8-2. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So it's
you're
not just Wemby.
Your distant brother, Dylan Harper.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
That's your cousin. This week's game, by the way, is called No Relation. It's about all 3 of us and people who share our names. No relation.
But that was it Vassell and Castle?
Yeah, Vassell and Castle.
Those dudes have been playing extremely well. I looked at the box score the other day and I was like, okay, let's see what De'Aaron Fox is going to do and how he's going to play. When I didn't get a chance to see the game, but I was laughing. I was like, damn, they won. And that starting lineup was all plus. The only person that wasn't a plus minus was De'Aaron Fox. He was a -3. And I was like, I'm like, dude, maybe they don't need your ass because you get in the way.
No, they do. They do.
I do. I'm just joking.
He's still getting his feet under him. He's getting himself back in.
But that goes to show you that you need to have some continuity when it comes to playing with people because if you don't get enough, practice time, think about it. Guys don't practice now, so you gotta get your feet wet with teams and this is the hard part when you have great players like Fox, and then you got a guy like Fox who's willing to take a step back. It's sometimes harder for them to fit in because they'd be looking at you. No, you De'Aaron Fox, shoot. No.
Yeah, you need to take that.
No, you got to shoot. Yeah. No, I'm trying to fit in. So they're trying to figure it out.
And I think they will. I really do. I think they will. I think Fox is the kind of guy that's got the right approach and the right attitude, to figure it out. It's just going to take him a minute. Because, again, you got a generational player there, and you're trying to figure out how do the pieces fit around that guy. Mm-hmm. I do, speaking of generational players, really like this little thing that popped up for me this week. And he's done it a couple times this week, and I really liked it. And I wish more players would do this. This was Anthony Davis. Anthony Edwards. My brain is on Dallas still. Anthony Edwards doing a lot of little things right. So it was, I think it was during the Knicks game the other night.
Yeah,
he had a fan. Yeah, well, no, he had a fan behind the bench, and he was wearing, I think he was wearing an AD shirt or was cheering for him or something. So he pulls his jersey off, he gives it to the kid, obviously makes the kid's night, and then he does it again the next night at the Kings game. And they interviewed him on the court and was just like this is a cool thing you're doing. Why are you doing this?
I used to be at the game when KD came to play Atlanta for OKC, and I used to hope I can get a jersey, but I was always in the nosebleed. So, just finding that one fan that's, he said he supported me a lot, and he was super happy to get my attention. So I was like, I'm going to get my jersey tonight. So super happy.
Honestly, I love that. And I wish more players would do that because it's the stupidest, smallest little thing that you can do for a fan. Like, you have earned that kid's respect for life, that parent's respect for life. They will be Anthony Edwards fans from now until the end of time. And for me, I don't know. I love the mentality. Absolutely love it.
Yeah. He, I'll say, boy, he gonna always find a way to show big brother love in Kevin Durant.
He sneaks that in any chance he can,
always,
right? Oh, my God.
Always. That's like little bro always, bigging up big bro. So, but yeah, I mean, that's what it's about. People come to pay hard-earned money to come see you, and then if you're able to, recognize a kid and give them a jersey, and they'll never forget that. That's a memory that you just don't forget. You carry it with you for the rest of your life. So, really, that's what it's all about. That PR team working overtime over there, boy. Hey, I love Ant. I do, because he's from here, and I love him. But that PR team working, boy.
And make that image nice and spotty clean, man. Give away a few jerseys. All right, we got a couple of weird, I don't know how to call them downer stories, but we got to bring them up. Rest in peace to Lenny Wilkens.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Hall of Famer Lenny Wilkens, the godfather of Seattle basketball, if you will.
Hawks legend.
Hawks legend on and off the court. He passed away at the age of 88. He was a member of the NBA 50th and 75th anniversary teams, 9-time NBA All-Star as a player, 1,332 coaching wins, a league record at the time he retired in 2005. And in 1979, he led the Seattle Supersonics to their first and only NBA title. He is also only one of 5 men in the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame as both a player and a coach. He joins John Wooden, Bill Sharman, Tommy Heinsohn, and Bill Russell. That's pretty goddamn good company.
Bill Sharman.
Yeah. So congratulations, man, to Lenny on a legendary career and a legendary life, and he'll be missed, man.
And then
Absolutely.
Also, since we just talked about, Michael Ray Richardson passed away, and most people who don't know Michael Ray Richardson, he was one of the first guys to get banned for gambling.
I did see that pop up. You're right.
Yeah, so Michael Ray Richardson passed away, and I had the chance to meet him one time, and he was just he was the first Vernon Maxwell.
Oh, really?
So he was a wild and crazy boy, but he was a nice guy. So
did you have any interactions with Lenny?
I never had a chance to meet Lenny.
That's a bummer.
And that's a bummer because when he was in Seattle, I never had a chance to just have see him, say, "Hey, how you doing, sir?"
Well, sure.
Much respect, but never had a conversation with him.
Okay, yeah, but what a career, dude! What a legend, especially in Atlanta. I feel like he'll be loved in this city forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then another weird story, which I feel like I just got to bring it up just because it's Erik Spoelstra's house burned down.
Yeah, I think I heard about
crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like I saw that on the news and was like, I'm sorry, what's going on? Like I thought, and my first thought, obviously, you go to the worst place possible. My first thought is, what happened? Like something happened that Erik Spoelstra's house burned down. And no, it was a crazy. Thank God nobody was home. His kids were at his mom's house. They're all safe. It happened around 4:30 in the morning last Thursday. Nobody was injured, so thank God. But whoa, dude, what a wild story.
That sounds like a Left Eye moment to me.
Oh, stop it.
Get out of
Left
here.
Eye and Andre Rising.
Get your ass out of here. She did burn down Andre Rising's house. She did.
Where was Triple J at 3:30 at 4:30 in the morning? Where were you?
Don't even go there. Stop it. Relax. I thought you were going to go in the direction of his ex-wife.
That's what I'm saying. Left Eye.
Oh, yeah. True. We ain't going down that road.
I just wanted to bring it up because it was a crazy story. Have you ever had a house fire?
No, I had my house robbed before.
Yeah,
I thought I was going to have a house fire when we had these fires over here in the pallet. Over here.
That's like my biggest nightmare. That is when I was a kid, I used to have recurrent dreams about getting stuck in a fire. Like that is my nightmare, to have the house catch on fire.
I know. It's when you see other people's houses on fire, and it's just like, man, it's so sad because you look and you feel bad for me because there's so many people. Think about what you have in your home.
I was just thinking that.
It's just everything.
You lose everything.
All the memories.
You lose everything.
I know. You only remember, you like I did see where this app now that they said the best thing to do now is to take this app and you go in every room and it records. You just do a slow video, slow pan, and it records everything in your room. So now when something like that bad does happen, that you have it documented for the insurance company, because the insurance company like, nah, you didn't have that.
Yeah.
So
7 NBA championship rings. Bullshit. Michael Jordan only won 6. Who's this asshole trying to claim he won 7? Yeah. No, I feel terrible for him because it is. It's just like it's your whole life, man.
Yeah.
And I know it's always the Adam age old whatever it is right. Like, okay, no one was hurt. You can't replace human life. 100% right. Your kids are safe. Your family's safe. It's amazing. You lost everything. And then there's like, I think he said after they won, it was Friday night or something. He said after they won, he goes, all I want to do is go home. And I can't. Like all I want to do, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I had 2 of the most horrendous days of my life. And I just won a basketball game. And I can't even go home. And I'm like, dude, that rips my heart out. So, I mean, like, I like Coach Spo a lot.
I do too.
I really do. Like, I think he's genuinely a good dude. And I feel for him. I hate that.
So let's just say this, outside of, family members, that includes pets. If your house is going to catch on fire, what are the 3 things you grab immediately?
Oh God, that's an impossible.
Oh, I think we talked about this before.
We may have. This may have come up. It's an impossible question because there's just I don't even know. Like I don't even know. I probably grab my World Series ring because I'm a selfish person. I'm like I'm gonna keep that forever. You know.
Well, he did say that outside of, family and everybody else that's safe. So obviously you got all the important things out already.
Right. That's why Rob's saying besides your pets and all that. Like, and I think the thing is like I don't have, and this is gonna sound bad, but it's not meant to be bad. I'd probably grab my computer because we don't have photo albums. All of our photos of my daughter and all the years, and she was all digital. So it all lives on the computer. So it's like I have a huge file of just like Jaina from the last 13 years of her life that I would grab that damn computer because I'm like, all our memories, all our pictures, all that shit is on a hard drive in my computer. So I would grab I'd be running out of the house with a World Series ring and a CPU in my hands like an idiot.
It would probably be things that I would already grab, like if I was just leaving the house anyway, phone, wallet, and I might bring my laptop too if it's somewhere near.
Yeah, I would grab my backpack just because all my work shit, my planner, and everything in the world is in my friggin' backpack. So yeah, same thing. Rob, what are you grabbing? You have way too much shit. You got so much stuff.
I'm just grabbing my paintings that I had painted of my championships. That actually happened. I grabbed the paintings and I grabbed my jerseys. That was it. And some clothes because, if I got to go to work again, I can't just walk into the store.
That's true. Yeah, wearing your sweats or whatever you woke up in when the house caught fire. Yeah, showing up in a T-shirt and pajama pants. Like, is Rob okay?
I'd be that fat man in a little coat.
Fat guy in a little coat. All right, let's do college football picks real quick, and then we will do Big Shot of the Week, and then we will play this week's game, which is no relation. I'm going to give you guys stories and things about people that are named after us but have no relation to us. College football picks this week. Another wild week of craziness and upsets, but Rob went 2-2. B-Dog went 4-0.
It's what I do.
Damn, I went 3-1. So Harp, you're still one game back of me. Rob's 4 games back at 21-19. I'm at 25-15. Harp's right there at 24-16. So 1 game back. We got 3 games this week to pick. Only 3 good ones on the slate. So we'll do this real quick. Number 10, Notre Dame. At number 24, Pitt. This is for Pitt to continue their run and try and get into the ACC. 12 p.m. on ABC. Notre Dame's laying 10.5. Notre Dame's on a little bit of a tear, man.
I'm going to take Notre Dame, but I'm not taking them to cover 10.5.
Okay, so
not on the road at Pitt.
You're going to go to Pitt to cover, not to win, but to cover. Okay.
But to cover, yeah. I think Pitt has a lot. Both teams have a lot to fight for, but for Pitt to kind of maintain right there in the ACC, obviously they're going to have Georgia Tech coming up as well.
Oh yeah,
I think,
and Miami,
I think they got some statements to make.
Well, is it Narduzzi who's their head coach?
Yeah,
he said this week. I should have pulled the audio and I didn't. I heard him yesterday saying, you have to beat Notre Dame, right?" And he's like, "No, we could lose by 100 points. I don't even care. It's not an ACC game." And we're like, what the hell are you talking about? He's like, if I got to win out in the ACC to get to the ACC title game, to win the ACC title and get into the playoff.
No,
so I could lose to Notre Dame by 100 points. And I'm like,
nah.
You're an idiot.
Go ahead.
Bro, you're an idiot. What are you talking about,
Go ahead and do it then and see how the committee see that.
Yeah, you're going to be unranked. You lose
With
by
that
100
statement
points.
alone, they can be like, you forget the committee, you can win the ACC and still like, nah, dog.
And don't you want knocked off number 10 Notre Dame on your resume for the playoff? What the hell are you talking about?
Not just for that, for recruiting.
And for recruiting. We beat Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, dumb. All right, Rob, who do you want?
I was going to take Notre Dame. I hate Notre Dame, even though I'm wearing green today. But I don't believe in Pitt. I don't believe in Pitt at all. I think Notre Dame beats them by like 2 touchdowns.
Okay, I'm going to go Harpstroad. I'm going to go Pitt. I don't think they win, but I think they keep this thing to maybe a touchdown, and they cut and they get the cover here. I still have no faith in Notre Dame. I just don't. All right, number 12, Oklahoma. At number 4, Alabama.
This is a revenge.
3:30 ABC. Bama laying 6.5, so just shy of a touchdown.
Oklahoma
Roll Tide roll.
Okay.
Yeah, Oklahoma smacked their asses around last time and kept them up from being in the playoffs or whatever. And I'm
gonna take Bama by at least 10.
Okay.
I take Bama.
Okay. Yeah, I can't go against Bama. I can't. I wanted to. Everything inside of me is like, go for Oklahoma. It's Bama at home, and Bama's on a rip right now. It's hard to. And you want to give Bama a touchdown? I think they beat anybody by a touchdown right now.
At home.
Yeah, at home. Yeah, especially Oklahoma, Oklahoma's just, man, I don't know what to think of them anymore. They're all over the road. Some weeks they come out and they blow somebody out of the water, and some weeks they come out and they can't get 6 points on the board. So I don't know what the hell's going on with them.
The one thing I'll say about Alabama, though, I need Alabama to run the ball better. Them getting Jam Miller back, I thought that would be the thing, but I need them to run the ball better.
They got to run Hill.
Yeah.
I just don't. I think only time you put Jam in the game is when you throw hit him out there in the slot on the open field or something as a receiver. But that damn Hill is just
he is. Yeah.
He is a fucking beast. He's always falling forward, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
But I just need them to run it better because I need you to be able to chew up some clock at some point in time. So yeah.
All right, and then last game on the slate, another big one. Number 11 Texas at number 5 Georgia. This was, I think, last year's SEC championship game, if I'm not mistaken. 7:30 on ABC. UGA laying 6.5 at home.
I'll be in Athens this weekend. Not the game. We got a tailgate.
You got a big tailgate.
Lord Jesus, yes.
That place is going to be a zoo for this.
Who you got?
Oh, I'm taking Georgia.
No. Who you got for tailgate? I mean, who you tailgating for?
Oh, so we do these big tailgates for Georgia home games and for Falcons home games. We have parking lots like right near the stadium, and we just blow it out, man. They do free alcohol, free food, the whole deal. So, yeah, they're huge tailgates the station puts on here in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a big tailgate Black Friday for Georgia Tech. That's going to be at the ends. Yep.
That's going to be a mess, too.
But I'm definitely taking Georgia. Give me the 6.5. Okay. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to tell you how I think this game going to go. I think Georgia wins by 2 touchdowns. I don't believe fully in Texas, and I don't think Arch Manning has seen any defense like he's going to see between the hedges.
Yeah, I think we all are the same. I think Georgia, because Texas' biggest problem is their offensive line, and Georgia's biggest thing is their defensive line. So I think that's what Georgia's just going to wreak havoc in there. So Manning's going to be running for my life, right?
I will also go with the Dogs. I just think the Dogs are too tough, man. And between the hedges, I think they're going to want to make a statement against number 11 Texas. I feel like they're going to want to win this big, and if they can get two, three touchdowns, they're going to do it ahead of them. They're going to run whatever they can. And I got to give Rob credit, by the way, who said Texas A&M is probably going to win by 3 touchdowns. Last weekend. Texas A&M won by 3 touchdowns last weekend. And I don't think anybody's had a whole lot of faith in A&M except for you, and you called it.
Can I get an extra point for that then?
No.
I'll give you a game back. Ain't going to help you. Ain't gonna help
I'll tell you one thing.
It's still 4.5 back.
Georgia's praying that Oklahoma can beat Alabama.
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah,
they need Alabama to lose somewhere down the line here. Yeah.
To put them, because unless Georgia doesn't mind not being in the SEC championship game, because right now it looks like Texas A&M and Alabama.
Yeah.
But if Alabama loses this game, then Georgia and Georgia beats Texas, then they vault back up to, possibly being in the SEC championship
and I
game.
think here's the thing though. I think, and this is the weird thing about the playoff. You don't have to be a conference champion to get into the playoff. Now, it gets you a first-round bye.
It does.
So that helps. That's nice. I don't know if the bye really helps or hurts a lot of teams, though.
Yeah, I think
it depends on who you are.
Everybody lost last year that had to bye.
I think you're right. I think every team that had a bye last year lost.
Every team that had a bye lost. So, yeah,
and that's always, we see it in baseball all the time. The teams get the first-round bye and sit out the wild card series and come in for the division series dead cold against a team that just had to fight their life to get in there and are rolling. It's happened to the Braves like 3 years in a row, except for last year because they sucked ass. But aside from that, I don't know, man. We'll see. But I'm with you. I think Georgia can get into the playoff and find a road without winning the SEC championship. But I think they're going to roll Texas. All right, let's do a quick big shot of the week, and then we'll play our game and we'll call it here. Big shot of the week is going to go. Speaking, by the way, of college football, it's going to go to the BYU fan base, and I'm sure both of you have heard this story. Ivan Ortiz is the man's name. He's the team barber for Texas Tech. They played BYU this past weekend in a big game. Texas Tech had a big win over BYU. Ortiz got a phone call about 2:45 in the morning on October 16th from police that said his wife, Maddie, had been injured in a car wreck. He kind of went out there thinking, man, hopefully she just got like a broken leg or something, a broken arm. She was unresponsive. She had serious brain and neck injuries. She had no feeling in any of her limbs. They took her to the hospital. So he obviously doesn't know what to do. He went to social media and he put out a GoFundMe. He was trying to get about $25,000 to cover the cost of the surgery. BYU's fan base caught wind of this before their game against Texas Tech and started donating money to this man like crazy. After 2 days, by Friday night, he was up to $170,000 on the GoFundMe, with contributions coming in, by the way, from like the guy who owns Crumble Cookie and all this stuff. Like, it went super viral, and a lot of that has to do with the BYU fan base, who, by the way, this was the team they were facing life or death this weekend and didn't even care. And we're like, we gotta get this guy right. So props to the BYU fan base for making that happen. They don't have a clear picture of what his wife's recovery looks like, but she's getting feeling back in her arms, and it's kind of a long road. But this man is covered, thanks to the kindness of an opposing fan base, which I thought deserved a huge Big Shot of the Week. That was very cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Because you think about it, that's somebody not even your fan base.
He's the team barber for the team you're facing this week.
Yeah, that's just crazy, man. So I love it when people just are just good-hearted, man.
Yeah, and, right. And
that's a big shot right there.
It reminds us too. It's like sports is sports. It's it's fun and it's competitive, and look, we are so much involved in our life, but it's just sports. Like, life is so much bigger than sports. So the fact that they can put that stuff aside and just back this guy, I think is beautiful.
But I'll agree with you, but I'll disagree with you, because I think we always hear that sports is the microcosm of society, where yes, we have what's on the field or on the court, but it's so much more. It's so much bigger than that because it brings people together. And it allows people to do what we just witnessed BYU doing. Yes, we're playing against Texas Tech, but we realize that somebody that is a part of the Texas Tech family, their significant other is going through something. So sports has brought us together, even though we got to battle with one another. The sport has brought us together to be able to do something kind for somebody that's not even associated with us. So the dynamic of sports of a whole allows you to compete, but it also allows you to have compassion. So I think sports, with it being, like, we looked at it during the pandemic. When sports went away, folks didn't know what to do. Mm-hmm. So when basketball came back, and even when the Michael Jordan doc came out, people were thrilled because sports connects people on so many different. Twitter went crazy. Yeah. And that's just kind of what it does.
To your point, yes, sports is so good at building community, but sometimes it brings out the worst in fan base.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean? That was my point. Sometimes it's like, it's just sports. Like, you can forget that this is an opposing team and go, this is a person. Forget that. We're going to rally our community to back them because they need it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's shutting off the competitiveness sometimes and leaning into the community of it. I think
it's like money. It can bring out the best in you, or it can bring out the worst.
Or it can turn you into Robert Horry. You know what I mean? So, wait, what?
A cheap fucker?
Yeah, a cheap bastard is not coming out of pocket for anything. No, I'm kidding. We love her. All right, let's do this week's game. Let me get my music up here. Oh, that's loud. All right, let's bring that down. All right, this week's game is called No Relation. There's a number of reasons this game popped up. I'm going to start with the fact that Kris Jenner turned 70 this past week. She looks unbelievable for 70 years old.
Yeah,
like, I mean, she looks, but I tell you what, man, money makes everything work, right? Because she turned 70.
Some people.
That woman looks 35. Like, she don't look a day over 40. And my daughter will jokingly be like, "Oh, that's our aunt, right? That's our aunt." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, that's not our aunt. I promise you, it's not our aunt." So that it kind of got me on an idea of this week's game. This is called No Relation. I'm going to give you guys a fact that has something to do with one of our names, but has absolutely no relation to us. We'll see if you can get it right. Mm-hmm. So you each get to guess on these. Rob, we're going to start with you. I found out yesterday a good friend of mine from high school lives in Horry County, South Carolina. She works for the Horry County School District. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. I know the guy that was named after that place, but not really. No relation to Rob. Didn't your dad live in Horry County or something like that? Or
No,
was
my dad is from Mount Pleasant, which is Charleston. Outside of Charleston, South
But there is an
Carolina.
Horry County, South Carolina.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, I'm going to start with Rob, then we'll go to B. Does the population of Horry County, South Carolina, more or less than 300,000 people?
So that's where Myrtle Beach is. And so we used to have our family reunions there. And so
Did we lose him?
I think we lost him.
did you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, you're back.
Oh, we got you back.
Okay,
You're back.
You're back.
What do you, so
We lost you at Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, it was at Myrtle Beach. And
That's where
we
your
used to
family
have
got together.
family reunions there, and we rolled through Myrtle Beach. I took my middle son there, Cameron, and we driving in the car, right? We're in a car, and he's looking around. He looks at me like, Dad. I'm like, yes. He said, does that say Horry? I'm like, yes. He says, do we own all of this?
He all of a sudden is Mufasa from The Lion King, as far as the eye can see, son.
I'm like, no, son. I was like, this is Horry County. He was like, what's that? I'm like, I said, well, this is kind of where our family got their name from. I didn't go into any deeper to that, but I said, yeah. He said, I said, if we owned all this, you think we'd be in a rental car, son?
He's going to do whatever he wants in Horry County and be like, this is mine. Everything the light touches belongs to me.
Yeah, but it's less.
It's less than 300,000 people. All right, Harper, is it more or less than 300,000 in Horry County, South Carolina?
300,000 seems like a lot. I'm going to go less.
Okay. Let's go ahead and buzz both of you out here. Yeah, no, it's 414,000 as of
Dang,
last
that's a lot
year's
of folks.
census. Yeah, well, to Rob's note, Myrtle Beach
True.
is in
true,
Horry
true.
County. So there you go. All right, next question. We're going to start with Harper. NBA champion Ron Harper. Mm-hmm. No relation to B-Dog. Mm-hmm. Won how many NBA titles? I'll let each of you get a guess in here.
I think he won 5.
All right, Rob, are you agreeing? Are you going higher or lower? You know this man.
I think he won 6.
He won the 3 with the Bulls.
Well, you're going to work out your answer before Rob puts in his guess here?
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
I think he won 6.
Okay, so Harp says 5. Rob says 6.
5.
The point goes to the man whose namesake is mentioned, Harper. Yeah, he won 5.
I know my folks.
He won 3 with the Bulls. He
I know
won
my
2
people.
with the Lakers.
Yeah, I know my family.
Because I was trying to, I thought he had won one more with. I thought he won 4.
It's okay. Don't hurt yourself. I got the right answer.
Oh, damn.
Don't hurt yourself.
Ouch. All right. Back to the 7-time NBA champion. There you go, Rob. There's a huge department overseas, a staple of a department store named Jenner's. And I'm not kidding. Anytime anybody goes overseas, I would get pictures of this department store sent to me. It closed its doors in 2020 after 182 years.
Jesus.
As the staple department store in what country? England, Scotland, or France? Rob?
I would go with England.
Okay. Harper? England, Scotland, or France? Where is the Jenner's department store located?
I'm going to go Scotland.
All right. And a point for Brandon Harper. Edinburgh, Scotland. Yeah. The Jenner's department store closed its doors. Anytime anybody would go to Scotland, if I had a friend in Scotland, I knew about it instantly.
Hey, I'm like,
Pictures.
How the fuck you? Who wants to go to fucking Scotland, man?
Apparently the Jenners. They own a big ass department store there for 182 years. All right, back to Brandon Harper. Ron Harper Jr. Again, no relation to Brandon Harper. Was an undrafted free agent that played for the Raptors, Pistons, and Celtics.
Oh, I forgot this one.
After playing 4 years at what college? Where did Ron Harper make his name in college? This was recent, by the way.
This is recent, and I don't
recent.
know why I'm forgetting this.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Ohio.
And Rob says Ohio.
I'm just throwing some shit out there.
He didn't even go with Ohio State.
No,
said
he goes
Ohio.
Ohio. Miami of Ohio is where he went. Yeah.
I don't know why I want to throw out Memphis.
Okay. Rutgers.
Rutgers.
My man made his name at Rutgers.
Yeah.
Well, I could have. Oh shit! Oh, stupid. That's why he went there, because his brother went there. Dumb. God.
Yeah.
That's all right.
We both stupid. Hey, fam, my fault.
Yeah, I know
Hey.
you're insulting your family.
But
name
where did Ron Harper Sr. go? Ohio, right?
Don't know. Good question.
I think that's where Ron Harper, who I played with and against
100 years ago. No one remembers that.
Dang, I can't believe
There's no record. You have to go back to stone tablets to find that shit.
I can't believe I butchered that. That's crazy.
Okay. That's all right. Your family is already disappointed in you. All right, Rob. Rob, Mr. Big Shot, no relation. Before he went to jail, won an NBA title and was named Finals MVP for the Detroit Pistons in what NBA season? What year? Do you remember?
2004.
Harper?
Yeah, it's 04. They beat the Lakers.
Everybody knows it's 04. Yeah, he did. It was 2004.
That's when the bum-ass Lakers got rid of me, and that wouldn't have happened if I was there.
Oh.
Because I don't lose in
we
the
will
finals.
edit that out of the show. He calls his team the bum-ass Lakers. We'll cut that right out. All right. Again, no relation to me, but Bruce, who is now Caitlyn Jenner, not related to me in any way, has how many children with Kris Jenner, who turned 70 this week? This is going to go to Harper first. How many kids do Bruce, now Caitlyn, and Kris Jenner have? How many Jenner?
I think it's 3.
Okay. Rob, are you agreeing? Are you disagreeing? Higher, lower?
I think it's 2 girls and a boy, right?
Well, that would amount to 3.
But I'm just saying.
That's Alabama math. Alabama.
I'm
math.
just trying to think of the siblings and the
Yeah.
kids.
Because I'm thinking Kendall, Kylie, and Rob.
No, it's like Brody or somebody like that, ain't it? I don't know.
All right, so you're both saying three?
just to be I'm gonna say 2 just for the sake of being different from B Hart.
Okay, well, one of you's right, and it's Robert Horry. They only had
it's
2.
2?
They only had
Yeah.
2.
Who's
Now
the
he
2?
had Brody Jenner was from
Brody
his
Jenner.
previous marriage.
Yeah.
Kris Jenner and Bruce Jenner had Kendall and Kylie.
Kendall and
So
Kylie.
they're
Okay.
2. They're 2 girls.
Sweet.
So there you go.
Yeah, okay.
All right, last question here. A clutch champion named Robert, no relation, is one of the league's all-time leaders in games played. We're talking about our man, Robert Parrish, who won how many titles with the Boston Celtics? Rob? How many titles did Robert Parrish win in Boston?
4.
He's going to say 4. Harp, do you agree? You go higher or lower?
I have a feeling that Rob should know this.
No, I don't.
You leaned into the should a little hard there.
I'm gonna go. I'll go 4 as well.
All right. Everybody's going to get a point. Yeah, it was 4 NBA championships for Robert Parrish. So there you go.
Because that's how many Bird has, right?
Bird has 3.
Bird. Well, if Robert
thought
Parrish has
Bird-
got 4, how's Bird got 3?
Well, I thought Bird only had 3. Maybe I'm wrong.
All
Okay,
right, hold up. Now we got to put a Google on this. Mm-hmm. Now we got to find it out. We got to find out the right answer before we sign off.
could be wrong. but I don't know why I thought
Everybody's
he had
already
3.
yelling at us. I get yelled at every week by somebody on Twitter. So let's make sure that this is right.
Robert Parrish, 1980. Oh, Robert Parrish only had 3 titles.
No, he had 4. Larry Bird's got 3.
Yeah,
81,
so I thought he had
81
3.
84, 86.
Yeah,
Parrish was playing 14 Celtics from 19. Parrish won 3 NBA titles: 1981, 1984, and 1986.
Robert Parrish.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. I Googled all these things before I put them out there. Let me see what I'm doing.
Uh-oh.
4-time NBA champion with the Boston Celtics, and he won 1 with the Chicago Bulls. Victory lap. Victory lap.
When did he win one with the Bulls? He must have been on that.
Oh, that
Bulls
was one of those like Karl Malone in an LA Lakers jersey throwaway.
Yeah, like when Gary Payton won it with the Heat.
Yeah, it was like a there but didn't kind of count sort of.
Yeah.
Oh, so like
he was on the
John
bench drinking
Sally-
Hennessy.
like John Sally with the Bulls and the Lakers.
Oh,
I love you, John.
shots fired at John Sally. My goodness.
Did he win the 2 with Detroit?
Who?
John Sally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad boy era. Yeah.
Yeah, he won
John
those 2.
Sally's won 4 championships?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hot dog, is that right?
Yeah.
That made my
Because he
brain
won the
hurt.
2 in the 80s with the bad boy Pistons.
John Sally champion. Now I'm just like, my brain hurts. You're absolutely right. 4 NBA championships.
Yeah,
89,
'cause he was
90, 96, and 2000.
Because he was the first player to ever win 3 championships on 3 different teams.
And according to this, he also owes Robert Horry $75,000, which is just insane.
He does? For what?
I'm kidding. I don't know. John Sally owes everybody money. Seems like John Sally owes me $75,000. I don't even have it.
I love John Sally.
I love John too, but John had some financial troubles. Honestly, John should have made it work because he had one of the best damn sports shows on TV, and it was called The Best Damn Sports Show. That was him and who was Tom Arnold and a bunch of people. Like they had a good little run there for a minute with that show, and it was a good show. It was a really good show. It had it had a little edge to it, and I was like, "This is good." And then I don't know what happened to that show; it just kind of fell apart. But yeah.
Money always gets involved.
I tell you what,
so many people shoot themselves in the foot. Like I'm making $100,000, I want to make $120,000. You know what? I'm leaving the show then. Now you got no show.
Yeah, I'm gonna go work somewhere else. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna rig some poker games, get me some extra money on the side.
Too soon, man.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Hey, you know what I missed?
What's up?
You didn't name this week's show.
I don't know yet. We didn't have a title in there somewhere.
We didn't have a title.
I'll go back through and find one. Usually there's one that jumps out at me when I re-listen to it and cut the show up. I'm like, oh, there you go. Yeah.
This week's show is called Left Eye.
Left Eye. There you go. Winner. I like it. This week's show, Left Eye. Left. People are going to be like, what is going on with this show? Left Eye.